Hello, we're here at the Re-Institute for the show Face Nature, Experiments in Trees with Madeline Schwartzman. Hi, Madeline. Why don't we walk around the space and you can tell us a few things about what is happening here today. I know for me, one of the most interesting aspects is how you've melded yourself to nature. Do you have anything you'd like to add to that kind of sense?
Well, I am regularly walking in the forest. I'm hiking all the time, and I don't really have an agenda, but eventually I start to see something. If it's the fall, it might be burning bush. If it's the Brazilian Amazon, it's the astounding variety of leaves, as you can see in this giant image. And so I start picking it up, and I guess I've been in the regular habit of getting as close as I can to nature. So instead of getting a kind of anxiety over climate change, I'm trying to do something, and I'm trying to impart to other people, like that maybe just getting closer and closer, and even sort of breaking the long distant 19th century landscape, nature's over there quality, by putting it right on you. It begins to do something to you. It's hard to say what it is, so it's become like a regular activity. I just go into the woods, come out, maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do, and maybe at 1 a.m. I begin putting it on my body. So I started to get obsessed with birch bark because in the forest that I go to, there's been a lot of takeover of the birch bark by hemlocks and big pines. So there's a lot of dead birch bark, beautiful giants, 90, 100-year-old pieces. And I slowly, if this work we're about to see, I was picking small pieces and doing small works. And then I'm so honored to have a show at this space, and I decided, well, I already have a pile of this. I'm gonna go all the way with the birch bark work. And so I made the birch people and began to sort of try to codify what I've been doing in the forest in all these different ways. And the truth is, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, and it's like, I call it embedding myself in the forest. It's like a futile way of trying to become a part of the forest. And yet, slowly, maybe I am slightly becoming part of the forest. And this giant piece that you'll see when you're here is like such an exciting thing, because I am actually a licensed architect. I don't build much. And so this is really out of my teaching and design work, but it's also this kind of unconscious, either birthing place or end of things. It somehow means many things, and this is exciting. This is a wing of a butterfly. At least I think it's a butterfly. It could be a moth in the Amazon. And it's on my face in the big print. And at the end, after everybody left to go to have lunch, I looked down on the ground and there were a set of ants pulling this away. And that is the essence of face nature. There's this cycle, and what I used is taken back to make the nest or food. And I just was so blown away by that. And I continue to be blown away by the forest. And face nature really works. If we continue this collective, intense closeness, we are, I think, going to turn things around. We're going to have to. So there's an optimism in this show. It's not sad.
So there's another piece that we haven't seen yet, but through these curtains. I don't know how well this will video, but we'll see.
So right
fine.
now, do you want to, I'll keep going?
Yeah.
In a minute, this is going to light up. This is resin, and it was cast by Andrew Quitmeyer and I across the world. He was in Southeast Asia, and I was in the United States. And together we made this piece that was on rolling dry cleaners, and these were sitting in my storage locker. And then when this show is just...
What do you mean rolling dry cleaners?
Like real dry cleaning conveyors that moved. But for this show, I knew that it was going to be so big, and I wanted to have a variation. So I got somebody to get the dry cleaners out of my storage locker because they weigh 1,000 pounds, and took this out. It looked terrible as just resin, but if you fire it up in a minute, you won't believe what the lights do. So this was about a kind of post-nature that...
So here what is it, ultraviolet light
yes,
that's on
yes,
right
this
now?
is UV, and this is amazing because the light is emerging from within the leaves. It's as though it's a sort of artificial photosynthesis. So
The other thing that's interesting for me is I see this in flat images as being a video almost, because it's the light's internal to the structures you've made. And this is actually the strongest moment, is right after the UV's played out and they're completely energized. Also reminds me of an insect walk I went to in
oh yeah,
in the El Salvadorian rainforest,
exactly.
where you can see, you wear a headlight on your forehead and all the bugs' eyes glow. And,
Yes, I'm going back to the Amazon equipped with UV light,
Uh-huh.
and this is
What will you see? Yeah.
so many things with specialists that know how to see them. So this is a fern from Muir Woods. These are all
wow.
cast from actual leaves. And these odd ones are Southeast Asian, and the more normative ones like this are Monstera. And it was months and months of casting. And this is a dress. So there's like a lot of body in this show. And of course, most of the body is me. And it's both me experiencing face nature and sharing it. This is as much as I can say. If you'd like, we can videotape this with the lights off too.
That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. I'm so happy to be here.
And the show is up until September 8th here at the Re-Institute in Millerton, New York. Thank you.
Thank you. So excited to be here.